group of conmen earn a living preying on others, but get caught up in their own scheme when they refuse to quit while they're ahead. It's the oldest con in the book. Pay less, get more. And Kenyans keep falling for these unscrupulous conmen. But in Karatina, a group of conmen con themselves into a corner when they try to con a feisty lady in red. These brilliant men thought it was a good idea to set up their con shop in broad daylight on a busy street. And the icing on the cake, it's mobile. Banking, conning, and getaway vehicle all in one. This machine even has a security window to keep complainers away from the kingpin. As more gullible people scratch their cash away, the enterprising young Kenyans gleefully count their growing wealth. At this rate, they may just make it to parliament. Here, they're offering their goods to a pair of ladies who don't seem all that convinced they're getting a deal. Following the Conman for Dummies handbook, they managed to split the women up in hopes of convincing them separately to buy their product. The woman in white doesn't seem so sure about the deal. Her friend, though, opens up her purse and hands over some money. Having found their sucker, the entire con posse pounces on the woman, trying to milk every shilling they can out of her. But there's one small problem. She doesn't seem so sure about what's going on. She steps away, confused. Most people would walk away, but not her. She's trying to figure out what kind of deal she's getting. And, of course, these nice men are more than happy to keep talking to her. Finally, she realizes that these guys are scamming her. She continues talking to them in hopes of getting her money back. Now, there's practically a conference between the two women, the conmen, and whoever the woman is speaking to on the phone. But her patience has run out. Visibly angered, she calls for backup. The Night Rider is a border guy who shows up with a no-nonsense attitude. He has no patience for these petty con jobs. A few seconds in, and he's had enough. He calls for more backup. And now, the con posse is getting so nervous, the Kingpin joins the conference. Quickly realizing that a fight with border riders can only end badly, they refund the feisty lady her money. And it's just in time too, as more border guys start circling the con van. Lady in red walks off feeling like a winner. But the con van quickly swings back into action, hitting more Karatina people. Meanwhile, the guys inside the van count their earnings, laughing maniacally at the naivety of their victims. It's clear these guys are professionals. But their luck runs out when a police truck swoops in and blocks the escape route. And to understand the magnitude of this con act, it's the OCPD directing this bust. He goes for the van keys, but the Kingpin tries to roll up the window. After a brief struggle, Kingpin relents. The entire crew is loaded into the cop wagon, including the accountant. Backup arrives and the posse starts to feel the heat. Under armed guard, the entire con crew is reloaded and taken away. At least they'll have their day in court, unlike their many victims. It turns out conning people in broad daylight in the same place all day is not such a bright idea. It kind of beats the purpose of having the van. Hopefully, cops will scratch this menace out for good.